might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. A floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You know, son. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go, ready? Come on, let's go. Check 99. Check 99. Ready? Alert 3.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. Fresno. X3, 218, chopper. 58 to Mike, 58.
Darnold now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. Shift. Lady.
Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 26. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be dreaming. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the run. 58's the Mike. 58.
Now Darnold. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, McFarland. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
58, Mike. Here we go. Man left. Hey. Lady. Check 43. Back. Slam. Lady. Switch gears.
On 2nd down now, McFarland looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, McFarland, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Jets 7, Colts nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 3. Go to base. Mike. You.
On on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey!
Motion, motion.
Hey, Echo!
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hit it!
To throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 82 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Here we go, set.
7-7, our score after 1. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, Delta!
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Red 80. Showing up, showing up. Red 80. He's checking crap. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Darnold from the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Got it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check.
Snap.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bravo.
It's a gain of 3.
Go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Forced out to his left.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Ready?
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
We got this.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets, 71 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
throwing to start the drive. Herbert buying time to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Go!
Mike 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 57's the mic. Watch this.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The Jets are going to use the... First of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pickup there, a 22. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 58, right over there. Ready? 58, right there. Target.
Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
We play to win.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We're going to sign. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Kill. Ready? Kill. Turn. Slam.
Throwing again is Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We're going to sign. Mike 5. Ready? Check. Watch the safety creep.
A first down throw, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Foxtrot, go.
57's mine. Coming.
Big Griffin.
Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. 3rd quarter starts with a run by Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He got 29 yards that time. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, B, let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Back to throw. Herbert looking deep for Hilton. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Dancing to his left. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Hines. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't think you got it, son. Young lady. Hey, turn it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
It's out of time. Slam. Tight dog. Hey, ready? Flare.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is brought in at the 21. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Out. 5.
2nd and 11. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check 53 is Mike. Here we go, D. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Yo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Ready?
After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now again, right side. McFarland. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. Caught here by Bell. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to look deep for more. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Fair. Get it.
On fourth down, Herbert. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. On second down, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Yes. 22 jet bomber. Hey, zoom.
54. Okay, double up. Hey, one set.
Let's go. Get set. Shoot.
On third down, Herbert. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Herbert.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Back to throw. Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. But it's going to be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert, he's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, it's our house.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shit, man, 80. Shit. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Joker, 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 joker.
Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they really sleepwalk through this one as they fall to defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.